Okay. Salute. Just gonna get started. Let's go. Instagram salute, YouTube salute, Twitter X salute, Facebook salute. Okay, I think we're ready to go here. Let's start it from the top. Saturday night. Let's go. All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Saturday evening. Another edition of KFTV's postgame live, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. CP the Fanchise on the solo dolo. It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty. The Knicks headed down to the Bayou after Karl Anthony Towns' big night in Minnesota. And I know a lot of y'all expected an easy one against an undermanned, severely undermanned Pelicans team. But that would not be the case. The Knicks were in for a dogfight against a desperate Pelican squad that had lost 14 out of their last 15. And before you knew it, the Knicks got locked up and went down by as much as 14 points. But in these times, this is when superstars have to answer the call. And this is why the Knicks have a captain. He goes by the name of Captain Clutch, Jalen Brunson, who poured in 13 straight points in the third quarter, 29 of his 39 in the second half. And that was all she wrote, because Captain Clutch delivered and his band of merry men followed suit, man. 104-93. The Knicks get the win over the Pelicans and get that done, man. 5 straight wins on the road. Hey, let's go, man. Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. Call us up, 657-383-1509, or you could hit us up on the KFTV Discord. We here, man. Let's go. Let's talk about it. Lot to talk about. And plus our giveaway of the night. Make sure you guys tap into that. Like I said, man, this Christmas time. So we're going to be doing giveaways as well, man. So lock in. We got a great show. Let's talk about it. Salutes everybody in the chats. Chats plural, man, because we are live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, X, and Instagram. I know some of y'all were nervous. I know some of y'all were like, here we go again with this team. We can't have nice things. Every time they go up, they come back down with a letdown game and they play down to the competition. And I hear it, but, you know, from watching this game, I saw a good Pelicans defense that was really playing to its potential. You know, this Pelicans team had been decimated by injuries all year, Zion and Brandon Ingram, but even their wings. And so, you know, you see this Pelicans team and you see that they're, you know, 28th in defensive rating and all of that. But it's like, is that really who they are? Because when you look out there on the court, you got Trey Murphy III, Herb Jones, who was picking up Jalen Brunson, DeJounte Murray. They really shouldn't be that bad. Plus a scrapper at the 5 spot in Yves Missy, a guy who I like a lot. So the Knicks had their work cut out for them. They put 2 on the ball on Jalen Brunson. They were trapping him on a lot of the pick and rolls. They put the Knicks in a zone, especially in the second quarter, and the Knicks could not shoot out of it. And so, you know, the Knicks just were not, they were just not clicking on all cylinders in the first half. 35% the Knicks shot in the first half. 6 of 21 from downtown. Knicks shot 45 points. Knicks scored 45 points in the first half. What's the tale of two halves, man? And especially our guy, Captain Clutch, Jalen Brunson, would not let his team be denied. He played with a mean streak. 13 straight points in that third quarter. Was absolutely unstoppable. And the Knicks as a team scored 33 points in that third quarter, shot 6 of 7 from downtown. So that was the turning point of the game. It was all JB who sparked it. And that's the thing, man. When you're playing up against a good defense like that and they stifling you and the supporting cast can't get the job done, You got to go to your best shot creator. You got to go to your superstar, and he has to spark it. And that's what he did. And it wasn't really much like from the adjustment standpoint. Like when you look at that third quarter that he had, yes, the Knicks were still trying to shake Herb Jones off of him. They were trying to get the wings off of him, trying to get him on the CJ McCollums of the world, setting the double screens to force the Pelicans to switch the lesser defender on to Brunson. But a lot of it was just Brunson just making tough shots. He made tough shots over Herb Jones. He took DeJounte Murray off the dribble into the paint. He took Trey Murphy the third off the dribble into the paint. He took some tough threes. That's what superstars do. That's what superstars do. It's good offense. It's good defense, but better offense. And so that was a good job by Jalen Brunson, especially in that third quarter. And then from there, they got into a rhythm. Everybody followed suit. Karl-Anthony Towns kind of broke out of his slump that he was dealing with. Yeah, Josh Hart getting into the action. So everybody kind of followed suit from there. And then that was it. Knicks got the job done, get the W, and walked out of there victorious. But, you got to cut down on the turnovers. They had 17 turnovers tonight. Gave the Pelicans 23 points off of those turnovers. So they gave the Pelicans a lot of confidence, especially in that first half. But I didn't really think it was going to last. I didn't think that was sustainable. Because the Pelicans offensively really weren't doing anything that the Knicks had to fear per se. It was just the Knicks offense just had to get out of that rut. Clean up the turnovers and start making shots. The Knicks are a jump shooting team. They are a shot making team. So you got to go out there and play a game. First half, it wasn't falling for them. Second half, it was. And that was all sparked by the captain. That was all sparked by the captain. So 104-93. We could breathe a sigh of relief. I know some of y'all were panicking. My guy Do Things was texting me by halftime. Do Things after the Minnesota game. He was the one that was like, he was the one Debbie Downer that was like, oh, I'm not impressed about this victory. They got to go out there and beat the Pelicans. So by halftime, he's texting me. I'm like, yo, y'all got to relax. Do Things, you got to relax. Just like the season overall on the season when you're watching these games, you can't have an indictment on the season game by game. And within the game, it's two halves to be played. You can't panic. You cannot panic, man. Let the guys play the game. And Brunson, I don't know who pissed him off in this game. But he was out for blood. And he looked damn good. Great job by Captain Clutch, man. 39 points for Brunson, 13 of 19 from the field, 7 to 10 from downtown, 6 dimes, 2 steals. Great job by him, plus 25 on the night. My second game ball, I'm going to go to Mikal Bridges, man. Another hot shooting night from Mikal Bridges. 7 to 16 from the field, 3 of 6 from downtown. Was knocking them down from both corners. 18 points overall. Second in plus minus in a plus 20. So overall, good job by Mikal Bridges. 2 assists, 2 steals on the night. And his energy continues to be on a high. I love how Mikal Bridges is playing, especially this month. Albert Baez in the YouTube chat says, yeah, Bridges looking smooth these days. He's looking good. Jumpers looking good. Some of the jumpers, he's on a quick release. Mid-range is going in. So Mikal Bridges is looking good. Good job by him. Third game ball, I'm going welcome back Josh Hart. 14 points. 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and a block. A Josh Hart game. 6 to 13 from the field. Took the night off the other night in Minnesota. Came back fresh. Ready to roll. And a lot of the talk after the Minnesota game was, we need Precious to start. It's a lot of recency bias. In doing this show all the time for years, the last 8 years, we do that. A guy has a good game. He's the second coming. Guy comes off the bench in a start, he's got to stay in the lineup. I'm not so sure I would go that quickly with the whole Precious thing. First off, I think matchups are going to dictate when and where Precious plays. But to me, that decision doesn't get made until like a playoff situation. For right now, Josh Hart is Mr. Reliable for Thibs. He's not coming out that starting lineup. He's not coming out the starting lineup. It's not going to happen. Now, if you get into a playoff matchup, let's say playoffs, and, you know, they're playing the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Twin Towers, they're getting dominated, and you got to make adjustments. Maybe you got to go Britt, maybe you got to go Precious, maybe you got to go Mitch. Okay, maybe, but for now, Hart's not coming out that lineup. And I also think that Hart is important for this team in terms of having a secondary playmaker alongside Brunson along the perimeter. You know, Cat playmakes as well, for sure. But I think Hart is very important as a secondary playmaker from the guard spot because you have situations like tonight where you needed to switch it up, where you play Jalen Brunson off ball and see if you can get him going that way, see if you can get him in a rhythm that way. Because of the way that the Pelicans defenders, the Pelicans wings, that they were trapping him, they were putting the two on the ball. So you need sometimes to have Josh Hart bring the ball up and see if you can get Brunson running off some screens to get him the ball that way. So I think Hart, he just plays so many roles. He's so important to this team in a multitude of ways. I don't think you can easily just take that out of the lineup. Especially when you're playing a good defense. So Hart tonight, 14.6 of 13, 8 rebounds, 5 dimes, 2 steals, and a block. Good job by him. Welcome back. Cold night by Karl Anthony Towns. He finished with a double-double, got his double-double. 11 points, 10 dimes. 10 boards, 4 assists. Just 3 of 10 from the field. You know, hey, he's Missy, man. I like that kid, Missy, man. He's a scrapper. He's a scrapper. You got to play. You got to battle against him. 20 years old, out of Baylor. I like Missy, man. So Towns said, I got my Minnesota night. Tonight we'll go to Captain Clutch tonight. But Towns picked up 3 quick fouls in the game. So he was kind of rendered useless, especially in that first half. He couldn't really get into a rhythm. He picked up the 3 quick ones. But off night, it is what it is. We'll give him the night off. The dog, I thought the dog, OG Anunoby, excellent defensively tonight. Active hands, 3 steals tonight, along with 3 assists, 5 boards, 16 points, 6 of 17 from the field, 2 of 8 from downtown. Hoping we can see OG get his shooting stroke back. You know, shooters go into slumps. There's chatter now. Oh my God, did he change his elbow wrap? Is there something up with the elbow again? I don't know. I hope not. However, defensively, he showed up, came to play, and did what he needed to do. Very active in the passing lanes, and good one-on-one defense as well. Shout out my guy John Lobriel, Last Flight Out podcast in the building. Shout out my guy John. Honorable Isaiah, I see you in there. Mamba G23 say KFTV is it. Love you guys. Keep up the great breakdown. Salute to you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys, man. Everybody checking in. Call us up, man. 657-383-1509. I want to hear from the people tonight on this Saturday night. How you guys feeling? We creeping up on 2,000 on the YouTube side. Shout out to everybody watching on Facebook as well. 104.93. Knicks get the dub. And we are running through the keys to the game. Off the bench, very interesting in terms of the minutes distribution. Campaign only 8 minutes tonight. You know, a byproduct of the Brunson barrage, as Mike Breen so eloquently calls it, was 40 minutes from Jalen. You needed 40 minutes from Jalen Brunson, 42 minutes from Josh Hart, and 45 minutes from Mikal Bridges to put this team away. Yo. But we talked about this on the show, man. This Knicks bench is a league low 60.9 minutes per game. Crazy, man. But hey, it just is what it is. But yeah, campaign with 8 minutes. Deuce did log 16. Off night for Deuce, 1 of 6. Only 2 points. 2 points for campaign in his 8 minutes. Precious, 12 points. 1 of 4, 12 minutes, 1 of 4 from the field. 2 points and 7 rebounds. Didn't really think he was as effective. A minus 13 on the night. But let's give this guy credit where it's due, man. This simulation. Jericho Sims. I thought Sims had some key moments, especially in the second half. From a rim protection standpoint, also snatched up 8 boards in 13 minutes. I thought the simulation did a good job tonight. Plus 17 on the night. A good job by Jericho. Good job by the simulation, man. But yeah, still, man, you need 40 plus minutes from 3 starters to put the Pelicans away. Damn. It's kind of tough, man. It's kind of tough. You know, I like to defend Thibs from the minutes police, but I'm like, damn. But then again, you look at it like, if not for Brunson, they probably would have lost the game. So you kind of needed all 40 of his minutes to even get this done, because the Pelicans defense was smothering the Knicks tonight. And when you go up against a good defense like that, who's playing well, it kind of exposes the Knicks' lack of effective shot creators outside of Brunson and Towns. But just something to take a look at. Creeping up on 1900 in the chat. Okay. All right, let me load up. I'm going to load up the Discord. It's your time, man. It's the people's time. Load up the Discord, see what the people got to say. Happy holidays to everybody tapping in. I'm going to also read some super chats from the last show that I did miss, because last show went late. We was going in. We were in a flow. But people did contribute and donate money, so we want to make sure that we acknowledge them and read their comments, even from the last show as well. So we're going to get to those as well. But starting us off on the Discord, let's go to Yuri. Yuri, what's good, man?
What's good, CP?
How you feeling, bro?
I'm good. Very happy we got the dub.
Yep.
Very happy we got the dub. I really liked. I'm gonna start off normally. I like the defense. When our offense is not going, we have to rely on defense, and I'm happy that this is a team that got it on the end on a defensive.
Yeah.
That got into a little bit of foul trouble before in the first half. OG was able to step it up on the end. Also, Mikal Bridges. It doesn't show on a stat line, but he also did his job defensively as well.
Yeah, Mikal Bridges was going in tonight. Absolutely. I agree with you on that, for sure.
And another thing is, I hope this showcases fans, even though despite the losses we had in December, I really still feel shy about that Atlanta Hawk game, but it happened.
Yeah.
This was a big bounce back, not only just for Mikal in the month of December, but going into January, we need games like this. That builds the chemistry, that builds the morale of the team, and just cohesively brings the team together on a defensive end.
Yeah, 100%, man. Well, I couldn't agree more, man. Well said, bro.
No problem.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Another thing, offense-wise, Jalen Brunson shows why he's the captain of this team.
Yeah.
And when he gets going, the team gets going.
Yeah. Well, what I like about Brunson for sure about tonight was that, you know, his facilitating and his passing has been great, but the challenge that he's gonna have, or that he was facing, especially like with this new unit and these new guys, is when to be that guy and when to get others involved. Like that's a big challenge. And so tonight was a night where his adjustment was like, yo, I got to go out there and kill. And that's what he did. He had to go out there and be aggressive and be the guy to get this team off the snide. And then everybody, as you saw, everybody followed. Once he got into a rhythm, everybody else followed suit. And it was on from there.
Right. Oh, 100%. Jalen Brunson has the ability to, like, turn the game over, not only in a quarter, but, like, he can showcase, he can shoot the three. If he's getting double teamed, he'll look for others to assist. I wasn't worried about this game, especially after we got off to a rough start in the first half. I know the Knicks had a rough history of trying to get the lead back, especially when they're down double digits.
Yeah.
coming off from the Chicago Bulls game last month, when they were down double digits for like what? I'd say the 3 quarters.
Yep.
It was very hard for them to take the lead, and we did lose in a heartbreaker by that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
It showcases now that we can make comeback wins, whether if it's on a road or in MSG Garden.
Yeah, fair points. Fair points, man. Appreciate the call. My guy Yuri on the check-in. And speaking of Captain Clutch, he met with Mike and our guy Jamal Crawford. I'm so happy Jamal Crawford is here on the MSG telecast as well. Shout out to JC. That's my man, 100 grand. Here was Jalen Brunson tonight after the game. Here's what he had to say, man. Let's listen to it.
It seemed like you guys were running in mud there for a little while. They were playing such physical basketball in that third quarter. What turned it around? It was a massive turnaround.
Yeah, I don't know. A fire got lit, and I found a way to make a couple shots and then turn that some defense into some good offense. And from there on, it was obviously we found a way.
Jalen, for me, it always feels like you're in control of every possession. They were very aggressive with you, double teaming. How do you know when it's time, you know what, to just go, I'm going to take over scoring-wise. I'm going to put my scoring hat on, and you guys just follow me?
It's different in every situation, and you got to read the game. And once I saw one go in, I had another good look, and then I knew it was time to go. And they found a way to keep making shots, and we got the lead, and then from that point on, we just played well with the lead.
Have you noticed a huge difference in how you're being defended this year?
A little bit. It's different. It's different every other night. You got to give them credit, but I got to stay focused and knowing that it's not always going to be the same, and so I can't get frustrated or think it's going to be the same or think it's going to be easy. And I got to have the same mindset every single night, knowing that I got to find ways to get my teammates involved and still be aggressive.
As the captain, how do you feel where you guys are at right now, and what do you think is the next step and where you guys can go? Because it seems like the court's open, the space is there, and things are flowing and clicking, finding ways to win, even on not nights like tonight. How do you feel where you guys are at?
I mean, there's always still room for improvement, but I think we're in a good space. We're finding ways to win. We're learning how to block out a lot of things, and most importantly, we're sticking together. I think through thick and thin, no matter what's going on, wins or losses, we stick together, we're going to continue to get better.
MVP chance on the road, another terrific road win.
MVP chance on the road. But Brunson talked about reading the game. Reading the game. And as far as, when to turn it on and when to get others involved. Like this was a game where he had to be the guy because that Pelicans defense, they were shutting everybody down. And especially in the second quarter with that zone. I thought their zone was very impressive because especially over the course of the year when the Knicks have seen zone, they've typically done a decent job in terms of executing out of it. They'll typically run like an OG through the middle and then have OG attack the paint. But this time, when they were doing that, the Pelicans were fronting OG. They had a guy fronting him and a guy behind him. And then that guy would run to the weak side to check the three-point shooter. So they were just scrambling all over the place, especially on the defensive end. And I thought the Pelicans did a good job of kind of just throwing the Knicks off their rhythm there. But that's when JB comes into play, man. 13 points in that third quarter. Absolutely sensational. He was throwing the three-point celly up. Incredible night, man. That's what Steph calls the shooter's bounce, right? That's what me and Steph been talking about all year, man. Stephon Marbury. That shooter's bounce, you saw it in that third quarter. He had it, man. JB had it, and it's a beautiful thing to see when a scorer gets into their zone like that because there's really nothing you can do about it. Sit there and watch, and that's what the Pelicans did. And so Jalen Brunson, 39 points on the night. And then when he was asked about how teams are covering him, he's a marked man this year. Last year he was, but this year even more so. There's not a team in the league that's not putting their best wing on Jalen Brunson. Not a team in the league. And I got to go back to that. I want to go back to that Dallas series when he really broke out and see how the Utah Jazz, who the Utah Jazz put on Brunson during that time. If they put another guard on him or they put a bigger wing on him, I got to see how they played him, especially after the first 2 games where he kind of broke out. Or was it game 2 and game 3? But now, that is standard. That is standard. You are getting our best wing defenders to try to slow you down. He's a marked man, and his adjustment was, cook. Simple and plain. Great job by Jalen Brunson. People are asking, where's the cursing from that post-game soundbite? So, yeah, before he got started, obviously, this soundbite right here is from the MSG Twitter feed, so they're not going to include it. But let me see if Tyler got it. Let me see if Tyler got it. I'll play it so that I don't ruin it for you guys. So let me see if Tyler pull it up. Salute to everybody in the chat once again, man. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CB the Fanchise on the solo dolo. Knicks get a good win over the Pelicans, 104-93. Okay, all right, so Tyler got it right here. Shout out to KFTV Tyler, our producer, one of our producers. Does a good job of getting the content that we need. This was prior to Jalen Brunson speaking, waxing so poetically about his game. This was what happened prior to it.
You gotta give him credit. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, dog. Oh my God. Sorry. You gotta give him credit. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, dog. Oh my God. Sorry. What was your question?
Now, you do realize you're on live television.
Yeah, he just went to the roommate's pond right there.
I'm sorry. No, you gotta give him credit. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, dog.
I think he was talking to... Was that Deuce? I think that was Deuce. Yeah, that looked like Deuce right there with the headband. Was that Deuce right there? No family show tonight. That was hilarious. Oh, man, that was hilarious, man. I caught that live. I said, Tyler, we got to clip that up. Clip that up, man. We got to put that out. That was definitely Deuce, that guy. Or was that Hart? No, I think it was Deuce, because I think Hart... I think Hart came out first. I think that was Deuce, yeah. That was definitely Deuce McBride. I'm showing it on the IG side, too. I got a little split screen action going on the IG side. Yeah. Starberry on the IG. Shout out to Starberry. Steph, if you home, man, I'll send you the Zoom link. If you want to come on the show, let me know. I'll email you the Zoom. Hit me on the phone or text me on the WhatsApp. If you home right now, I'll send you the Zoom link. Come through. Or if you want to come through tomorrow, we'll do Knicks Weekly tomorrow with Stephon Marbury. But Steph said, hey, when they send the double team at half court, that's a big sign of respect. Steph said he was locked in. We here. Shout out to Starberry, man. Yeah, Steph, if you home, man, hit me, bro. We'll cam up, man. Get you on the show, man. Let's get Starberry in here and chop it up, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. All right, back to the Discord we go. Tone on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Tone, what's good?
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. I was one of the few that thought
you were sweating it out tonight.
One of those,
yeah.
I thought this was gonna be one of the games. Like, oh man, here we go again. We beat a good team, then we play a bad team, then we lose to that bad team. I was like, oh, but man, good thing we got JB, man.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to him, man. He a starter. I'm putting that out there. All-star starter, him and Cat. So make sure we go out there and vote for them.
For sure.
Perfect win, and this is a good test too for them playing like athletic young like teams.
Mm-hmm.
So like, because I know recently we always struggle against like the athletic young guys, and I know Pelicans they missing people and they don't shoot as well, but their defense is top tier.
Yeah,
and I do agree what Jamal said, that besides like them missing like their key guys and stuff, their defense is supposed to be like top tier.
Yeah,
so they got a whole bunch of good defenders on their squad.
Yeah, that's what I saw, man. I saw a lot of potential. I'm like, yo, they 28th in defense. Like, hey, I don't believe that. Ain't no way.
Yeah, the numbers lie. Yeah,
not
the numbers lie because they got a whole bunch of good defenders on their squad, and this is a good win, nice learning curve to handle teams like this, man. You know, just keep it short, man. Shout out to them, man. Make sure you run these numbers up with these all-stars, man. Trying to get all our Knicks in there.
Yeah.
And that's it, man. Have a good one, man.
All right, man. Peace, man. Good to hear from you, man. Yeah, All-Star voting is now open. I think tonight, the promotion tonight is like, it's like a 3-for-1. It counts 3 times. Towns is going to make it. We got to make sure JB gets in there. And who else? I think right now with the where the Knicks are, it would be hard for them to get 3 people in there. But I think they can definitely get Towns. Towns is a lock. He's starting 5 at the 5. Make sure we get JB in there. Let's make sure we take care of the cap. Make sure he gets in there. But overall, I like the pace that he's going at this year. You don't go out there trying to break your neck, trying to do what you did last year and the year before. It's different. The team is different. You don't have to do as much. But on a night like tonight, when they need you to get back into that bag, the guy who we saw average damn near 40 in the playoffs last year. Don't forget about that guy. A lot of you forgot about that guy. He still is that guy. Let's not forget. But he's making sure everybody else is eating right now. He's picking and choosing his spots. That's why I like what JB is doing right now, man. DraftKings player of the game. Shout out to Jalen Brunson, man. Excellent night tonight. And absolutely cooking. All right, let me load up some more people on the Discord here. Got some more people loading up. Let me check the phones, man. I didn't show the phones enough love last time. Let's go to 738. What's your name? Where you calling in from? 516-738. What's your name? Where you calling in from?
Oh, shoot. I just realized we were talking to me.
I got you. Let's go.
Hey, yo, what's good? What's good?
How you feel, bro?
I felt great, man. I'm not one of those fans that saw any of these trades as bad.
Okay.
They forgot about JB, you know what I'm saying? They forgot about Jay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's showing you why he's the captain. Like, if Cat ain't got it, he's gonna go off. If Cat is working and all the other guys are working, he'll take a back seat. He just adjusted, and I don't know. I feel like every negative, narrative that fans try to come up with have been defeated by the Knicks. Like, Mikal's coming along now. And I always believed ever since the OG trade, I've been a believer in Rose and what he's been doing. So I know everything takes time, and I'm glad to see this team is starting to click. It looks like they're starting to click on all cylinders.
Yeah.
And I'm just really like what I'm seeing, and they got potential, man. I'd see at least ECF. This is not ECF, at least ECF a bus, but yeah. I'll take a chip too if we get it.
I hear you, man. Listen, man, everything takes time, man. We gotta give these guys time to gel, figure it out. You see Mikal Bridges coming along. It takes time, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the problem was with they didn't think that he had the effort on D, but then when he took responsibility, what has been in the record since he's like, I got to play better D. He has, and I think it's been like 9-2 or something since he said that. So like,
he's learning, man. He's learning. He's coming in. He came into the league in all these puppy parks, and then he finally made it to the big leagues. And figured out like, I gotta come to play. I actually gotta come to work every night. And once he figured that out, he's been on point.
Yeah, and don't forget too, this is like his third team in 3 years. Like,
different rules,
a lot of adjustments,
different rules and adjustments. But it's like I said, like all that is understood. But what's not going to be tolerated is not bringing your A game. And that's effort.
Exactly.
That's effort. That's one thing, Brunson could have a 2 for 18 night, but he's bringing it. Josh Hart, he's bringing it. Like, you never had to question a night where, like, yo, man, like, you gotta come with it tonight. You never had to say that with Brunson or Hart since they've been here. They're going to give you maximum effort, win, lose, or draw. And that's what Mikal Bridges had to learn. Karl Anthony Towns, maximum effort every night.
Yep. And I'm sure they got on him about it, and now look what he's doing. So yeah, I'm great. I don't know if this is the place to talk about it too, but if I don't know, I have to talk to about Discord.
What?
I can't get on the KFTV Discord, so I don't know.
Were you on it? Wait. Can you? Are you able to access it, or were you in there and they got you up out of there? Which one is it?
I was in there and they got me out.
Okay, that's what I figured. Well, I can't save you, my man. Appreciate the call. Call back anytime on the phones. You see, he tried to pull a fast one on us. You see how he was stuttering? That means you did something wrong, my man. And I tell y'all all the time. Listen, I set the Discord up. TM manages the Discord. I'm hands off. We got rules. When you go into the Discord, we got rules. You got to abide by the rules, or it's a zero tolerance policy. We keep a clean ship down there in the Discord. So, a lot of you guys come to me, DM me like, yo, or y'all try to like that roundabout way, like, yo, send me the link to the Discord, and like, yo, once you out, you out, man. If you violate, you violated. I can't save you. That's out of my jurisdiction, fam. You see how I caught him real quick though. I said, "Is it your first time, or did they pack your bags?" And he came clean. Listen, man, you can't be in there wilding out. Look, I know a lot of you, when you're behind the computer and you're on your keyboard, you want to go in. Your alter ego, you just want to go ham on the keys. Now, we keep a clean ship on the Discord. Keep it clean. Have some fun down there. Do what you do. There's memes and all. There's memes galore going on there in the Discord. Emojis flying around. But you can't wild out. So, whatever you did it. But you could always call on the phones. I enjoyed the conversation. You came off as a classy gentleman on the phones. So call back anytime, man. Just not going to be on the Discord. Sayquizzy on the Discord. Go ahead, I'll mute your mic, man.
What's up, man?
What's good, bro? How you feeling?
Feel bad for that guy. He can't use the Discord no more. You gotta call in and wait. I remember I tried that. I was like, nah, I'm going to the Discord.
You gotta call in and wait, man. There's advantages and disadvantages, man. It's life.
Yeah. But beautiful game, JB, man.
Yeah.
That's our point guard, man. We came a long way. Like I'm happy, like, because I'm only 23, so the last point guard I could say that was good to me was like Felton or Jason Kidd. So I'm glad we got JB on the team.
Yeah.
But today he snapped. Like I said, last time he the Timberwolves game, he chilled, relaxed. This game he was like, okay, I want to have some fun now too. And
yeah.
He did his thing. And Mikal too, like he started this month, he been playing good. Like he been consistent with everything. His shots falling, defense been better. Like the team starting to roll. I was a little iffy because usually games like this, the Knicks finds a ways to lose the game. But we took care of business. Hopefully we keep going with this. We starting to go on a little roll. So Cat had an off game, but he gets a little pass from that Timberwolves game. But yeah, that's all I really got to say.
For sure. Appreciate the call, man. Call back anytime, man. Appreciate it. Sayquizzy on the Discord. I'm trying to think trying to see this schedule here. How many games have the Knicks played in December? I want to see if these stats are completely updated. So far they played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They played 9. All right, so Basketball Reference isn't all the way updated, but coming into this game, Mikal Bridges month of December averaging 22 on 58% shooting from the field and 43 from 3. His career average is 37. 58 from the field, 43 from 3, a true shooting percentage of 69%, damn near. And his usage is up. His usage is up a little bit higher than when he came in. Good offense, great offensive rating, even better defensive rating. Defensive rating's down to 110 this month. And a plus minus of 20.5. In October, it was minus 8.3. In November, it's 6 plus 6.7. This month, 20.5 plus minus. Great. He's having a great month, man. Having a great month. Great job by Mikal Bridges, man. Gotta give him credit for sure. He's earning it. He's earning his stripes. The heaviest jersey in the league. Mikal Bridges, he's figuring it out little by little. Now, let's figure it out when Cleveland and Boston come to town, but we'll work our way up to it. Siresh, go ahead and unmute your mic. Siresh, how you feeling, man?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, man. How you feel, bro?
Good. This is a great game.
Yep.
Anyways, hello. This is Siresh from New York.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, thanks as always to KnicksFanTV. Everyone, like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah.
So this is a tale of two halves. I think the first half was obviously forgettable.
Mm-hmm.
The second half displayed the required focus, and McNutt had given that as a pregame key, and then physicality.
Mm-hmm.
That was a Jamal Crawford second half key.
Mm-hmm.
I thought those are two things that really came into play in the second half. A couple of underrated things. I think one underrated thing here. I know you mentioned this.
Mm-hmm.
Sims, I thought matched up well against this team.
Yeah.
With the eye test, as far as the physicality and the athleticism, and also he had 8 rebounds. I know that's what he's known for. He's always in the right place. At least he's been more recently in getting into the proper position and all that on the defensive end as well. It would be nice to get Gus Johnson with Jamal Crawford.
Where's my guy Gus, man? I mean, they got all these guys. Like, get Gus in the rotation. TNT, MSG. Crazy.
Exactly. I don't know if you can get him again along. Maybe you can get him with Jamal Crawford. That would be incredible.
Yeah, I'll call him, man. I'll hit Gus up, man. We got to get Gus in the rotation, man. It's ridiculous.
I know. I've heard you say it. I'm on board with you with that. He's so entertaining and knowledgeable. And Jamal Crawford, he sounds really in sync with Mike Breen.
Yeah, well, JC's a professional, man, and he's got good training. Just being on the TNT telecast, he's doing a great job. That's my guy as well. Very happy for him. If you guys hadn't heard the announcement, Jamal Crawford is gonna be on the NBA on NBC coverage when the new TV deal kicks in. So shout out to him because his contract had ran out with TNT. So that's how he ended up with MSG, at least on a part-time basis. But now he's going to be covering for NBA on NBC. So I'm glad to hear that. You got Carmelo is on the way. Carmelo might be doing NBA on NBC or Amazon. So those are my guys, man. Glad to see them continuing to contribute to the sport. All right. So Siresh hung up there. Appreciate the call.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
But I guess I would mention one other thing.
Yeah.
Precious Achiuwa, although he was not so impactful in this game, I think he could still continue to be valuable. I think. I know he only played very few minutes here, but he still does provide versatility. Maybe it wasn't a good matchup here with this team, but he does provide the versatility with his defensive switching, rebounding, and aggressive offense.
Yeah, I thought he was good tonight, man. Appreciate the call. This is going to be vital for Sims, man. This is going to be vital. He's got to figure out how to be a star in his role and carve out a niche here. Because, he's a young guy, but you haven't seen the consistency from him over his career. But now he's starting to string together some good performances. I thought he was good tonight. Very impactful on the defensive end. So good job by Sims. All right, so to everybody in the chat, man, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CP the Fanchise on the Solo Dolo Saturday night. We rocking. Did that Fury fight happen already? What happened with the Fury fight, man? I was in full-blown dad mode today. I missed damn near everything. I missed all the football games, the NFL games. Caught a couple in the car. I was watching in the car. Some of it. Some of each, like the Pittsburgh and Ravens game. I saw some of it. I saw some of the Kansas City Texans game. But did the Fury fight happen? Who won that fight? Because I know they weren't fighting in the U.S., so that might have happened earlier. Then you got college football playoff. Like, I haven't caught any of these games, but as I thought, none of the, like, there's been no upsets yet. It looks like, unless I'm wrong, I'm looking at all convincing wins from the higher ranked, from the higher seed. So I mean, I see I get the point of the playoff. They want to make it more intriguing and obviously get money out of it. But is it like the NFL? Are we actually going to see real upsets and a team go on a legitimate Cinderella run? Now, Ohio State walking off. It looks like they washed up Tennessee 42-17. I didn't see any score that was remotely close. Okay, they said Fury got washed. Okay, second time. Okay. Did he get robbed or did he get washed? Leave a comment in the chat. Let me know what's up. All right, let's get to the Super Chats, and then we will get to our key stats of the night. TP the Fanchise here. Salute to everybody on the Saturday night. Shout out to Eminem, Cheryl Frey, new Fanchise channel members. Welcome to the family here. Jordan Little Ray, $10 Super Chat says Brunson barrage is tough. Yeah, I like that. That's Breen, man. That's Breen. It reminds me of Marvel vs. Capcom, Wolverine, the Wolverine barrage. For some of my gamers, you guys know what I'm talking about. CL Kenrick, $10 Super Chat says, MSG South in the building. 29 points second half from Captain JP, 39 overall. Let's go, Julius Randle, salty. No sportsmanship, Dap. You looking real bad now, Randle. Pelicans thought they had us. Yeah, MSG South, man. You remember I went on my little rant after the last game about how all these people complain about the Knicks fans, this, that, and the third. You even have Knicks fans, like, trying to fan police Knicks fans. Like, knock it off. You saw that whole crowd over there? We're putting the passion, the energy into the sport. We're putting money on your team's books. Like, don't ever let these people come with that narrative about that Knicks fan. Don't ever let them control that narrative about how the Knicks fan is and what they are. We putting money on your team's books. Well, if the Knicks wasn't in town, that place would be a desert, a ghost town. Best fans in the world. Don't let these people fan police you. Out of your mind. 2,000 people on the check-in on a Saturday night. Oh, my man on the YouTube, you didn't know I knew about that Marvel vs. Capcom. Yeah, absolutely, man. I was a big time gamer, man. Big time. Big time. All right, to the Discord we go, and then I'll take one more on the Discord, then we go to the key stats tonight. I gotta hear from my guy Rambo from Tampa. Let's go.
Man, listen, they was trying to keep me out last game, man. They really didn't want to hear from me, man.
Yeah, what happened, man? We were trying to connect. I don't know what happened to you on the Discord.
Man, I don't know what was going on, man. Maybe they knew I was trying to give Brunson his flowers, but it wasn't the right night. It was tonight that he needed to get them. Okay. I was trying to give it to him last game. Yeah. Because even though he scored like 14 points and whatnot, I feel like he's such a stabilizer for this team, man. He gives his team whatever they need on any given night, man. He is a definition of a leader, a captain, and be all of the above, man. He really went out there and did his thing tonight, man. Salute to him, bro. Salute to everybody out there balling right now, man. I'm loving seeing this. You know, the adjustment they made after halftime, man, I was just watching them and how they went to switching on defense, and you could tell the communication was better. You could tell, like, Thibs kind of really ripped them one. It was like, yo, what are you guys doing out here? So I love to see it. Man. And then I couldn't even get my comment in for the last game, man. I'm like, I'm still tight about that. Because, you know, pressure started, and, you know, that's how I started this year, talking about putting Hart on the bench.
Yes.
I wanted to touch on all that, but I'm not even going to touch on all that, man. I just hope that Thibs, you know, really just keep going with the adjustments, man. I'm not going to lie. The first half of this game, I was kind of with everybody else a little sweating. Yeah, I was a little nervous, man. Sorry. I was really looking at us getting out rebound. I'm like, golly, man, can we have somebody else besides just Cat and Hart out there rebounding? Nobody else crashing the boards. I was looking at Hart, and he got everybody, you know, 2-3 inches above him, just give me that offensive rebound. I'm like, man, I need to see another big man out there with Cat or with Sims or with Precious. It's like it was either those three, and they in there by themselves, and it was kind of tripping, man. But shout out to JB, man. Shout out to everybody out there that came out of MS. I mean, excuse me, I almost called it MSG. I forgot we was playing away.
Yeah,
because it's crazy out there, man. It's crazy out there. Everywhere we go, they already know.
Putting money on the other team's books. Some respect on our name, man. You know?
Stop it. But salute to you guys, man. We got another game Monday. Remember, December is our month. Then we on Disney Plus with Mickey Mouse. Come on, man.
It's looking up, man. It's looking up, man.
For sure, man. But salute to you guys, man. I'm going to catch y'all on Monday, man. We out.
Rambo, salute to you, man. Salute to my guy, Rambo from Tampa. Salute to everybody in the chat. CP the Fanchise on the Solo Dolo. 104 to 93, sorry. Knicks win over the Pelicans, man. Shout out to Rambo. Knicks get the job done on the Bayou. CP on the Solo Dolo. For everybody watching, man, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, X, Instagram. If you guys are new viewers, type in a hashtag new in the chat. I'll shout you guys out. Type in hashtag new. We're going to get to the key stats tonight in a little bit. Plus, our nightly giveaway after each post-game show between now and Christmas. I've been giving away gifts to different Fanchise channel members after every post-game, just as a token of our appreciation for the holidays, man, and for you guys for contributing to the number one fan of the show, number one show for the fans by the fans. This is just our give back. And over the last couple of months, we've had some notable guests who have come on and promoted their things and contributed to the show. So tonight's giveaway, my guy Nat Butler, famous NBA photographer. He's got a new coffee table book out called Courtside. Amazing book, man. It's basically a lot of his classic photos throughout the years. 40 years of NBA photography. And I hit him up after the show. I said, yo, I would love for you to give away like a book, to a lucky viewer. And he was like, yeah, not only will I do that, but I will autograph it. So he's going to autograph a book for one lucky winner tonight when we do the trivia. And that'll be a nice holiday gift for you, man, whatever you celebrate. So, yeah, shout out to Nat Butler, man. NBA famed photographer. Like, he's got this one, man. Kobe. Rest in peace, Black Mamba. Like, the famous Kobe photo in the bathroom after that championship over the Sixers. Speaking of Kobe, rest in peace. Nat Butler. He does a lot of Knicks games now, but he was there the night Kobe passed. I was at this game the night Kobe passed. Such a tough night, man. Somber night, man, when Kobe passed, man. It was one of those. It was Knicks versus Nets. Don't even remember a thing about the game. Everybody was thinking about Kobe and his family, man. It was a tough night. But he has like a whole Knicks section of like classic Knicks moments, pictures that he took. And the great thing about this book is, for each picture that he took, for each of these classic photos, he has that player kind of narrate what was going on in that moment. What they were thinking. So it's nice storytelling on top of the great visuals. It's a great book, man. So anyway, one lucky fan is going to get that tonight on the giveaway, and that's going to be autographed by Nat Butler. It's a very good book, man. Trust and believe me, I love this book. And like, even for like my son, because my son is coming up in the game and he's becoming more and more passionate about the game. He's into it every night, man. He's looking at it every night. Shout out to Abu Muhammad team, hashtag new. Remo Jones, salute to you. T the Great, welcome to the show. Do things, hashtag new. Do things. This guy just texted me like 2 hours ago. Shout out to my guy, dude, man, and his brother. Who else we got in here, team, hashtag new, man? Let me check on the gram, see who's there on the gram. Salute to the gram. Ronald Smasher. Ronald Smasher, salute. Nice name, man. Shout out to Ronald. Okay. Who else we got on the Facebook side? Shout out to Juan Carlo Cananero. Says the Berserker Barrage. Yeah, you know that. The Berserker Barrage from Marvel and Capcom. Great game. Absolutely great game. Okay. All right, so let's get to the key stats of the night, man. Brought to you guys by DraftKings Sportsbook. Let's go through it. Some interesting stats to dissect here. And make sure you guys on YouTube can see that clearly. Okay, you guys can. All right, here we go. Some of the key stats tonight, man. Knicks ended up shooting 43% from the field, but it was really a tale of two halves because in the first half, they would shoot 34% from the field. They couldn't hit anything. Shot 34% from the field in the first half, and then in the second half, they turned up 53.7% from the field in the second half. So overall, just good adjustments and just better shot making, especially on the part of Jalen Brunson. They shot 40.5% from three. Pelicans 35. Conversely, from the charity stripe, 13 of 15 from the charity stripe. I can't complain there. 86% for the Knicks. They lost a rebounding battle by a three. Okay, it's all good. 24-23, they won the assist battle. Turnovers. This was kind of the story of the game, especially in the first half. They had 17 turnovers overall, which led to 23 Pelicans points. And if we break it down by half, in the first half, they had 11. 11 of those 17 came in the first half. And I'm sure, I don't know the points off of breakdown by half, but clearly most of it came in the first half in terms of the Pelicans being able to score off of those Knicks turnovers. So they were more careful with the ball and ended up being more just more careful with the ball, just executing better in the second half is really what I want to say here. Points in the paint was tied up 40-40, and then largest lead of the night, 14 for both teams. 14 was the largest lead of the night for both teams. So to me, the key stat here was just obviously the second half shooting percentage and the overall execution by the Knicks in the second half, taking care of the ball and knocking down shots, getting back to their game, getting back into their bag. You know what I mean? So that was that. And once again, the key stats of the night brought to you guys by my friends at DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Make sure you guys go to DraftKings Sportsbook, download the app, and use our code KFTV because when you bet $5, they're going to hook you up with bonus cash of $200 if your bet wins. And as I mentioned earlier, man, you have a number of sports on. You had the Fury fight tonight. You got college football playoffs on tonight. You had NFL games tonight and NBA. So you had a ton of sports that you could have gotten in on with the action, and that's with DraftKings, man. The crown is yours. If you have a gambling problem, though, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY, which is 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Remember to play responsibly. 21 plus, age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. It's void in Ontario, so my Canadian peeps, you got to come over the border to get in on the action. The bet must win to receive the reward. Your $5 bet must win for you to get the $200 in bonus bets. And those bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance, so it is limited. And for additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/bball. Okay. All right, we're going to get back to it. Let's get to the phones, man. Hear what the people got to say. Knicks Fix on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Knicks Fix. Knicks Fix. Going once.
CP, what's up, man?
How you doing, man? Saturday night.
What's going on?
Good, man.
Yeah, man. Saturday night. Yeah, I didn't know the Usyk fight was on earlier today. I thought it was like later tonight.
Yeah, well,
anyway.
I don't know where they fought, but it clearly wasn't here, so I expected it to be on earlier.
Yeah, man, I try to catch one of those streams. But anyway, man, yeah, I've been beating this drum the whole time, man. Just play precious over Hart. That's the one thing. That is the one thing I've been clamoring for, man. Just have Hart come off the bench. You know, that's why I think in the second half, I think Brunson just went nuclear, right?
Yeah.
Dude just went off, and he was like, you know, look at like if Cat's not going to score, Mikal's not going to score, then I'm going to take it on myself. But again, the two things I keep looking for all season, man. Mikal's defense coming around for sure. You can see in the second half he was locking up, and then the other thing, man, just start precious. But I'll take the win, man. What you think about the next couple of? You think we could string together a few more wins coming up?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, you know, obviously nothing is guaranteed, especially with this Knicks team. But if we take a look at the schedule, I think that there's definitely some winnables on here. Like, Obviously, starting Monday, home against Toronto. RJ coming to town. We should be able to get that game. Wemby and San Antonio coming on Christmas Day. Christmas Day at the Garden. National TV game. Show out. Put them away early. Then you go to Orlando on the 27th. Certainly going to be tough. That team plays us tough. But that's a winnable game. Then you got back-to-backs against the Wizards. Should be able to eat right there. And then versus Utah at home New Year's Day. I don't know. We'll see what happens, what those guys do on New Year's Eve. If they have a good night, I don't know. It might be a tough one, but it's a 7:30 game. They should be able to win that. So that's 6 games right there. There's no reason why they shouldn't go 6-0 or at least 5-1. You know, you have a little letdown against Orlando or something like that, but other than that, there's no reason why this team shouldn't be able to rip off 6 straight right here.
Yeah, man, I agree. And the other thing too, I think, you know, coming off of the the Hawks loss. Since then, you see this team is starting to really pick up like the second half of games. But yeah, man, just hopefully we'll string together a few. Anyway, CP, take care, bro.
You too, man. Take care, man. Yeah, I'm not with the Precious starting, man. I don't think that makes any sense. Now, if you want to make a case for a situation like he's playing in the rotation, hey, we need rebounds, we need more defense, we need to match up size-wise. Sure, in the middle of a game, yeah, but Hart took the night off, came back, and just had a hard game right across the stat sheet. To me, I think his role is very important in the offense because, especially, well, I'll say that it's very interesting because I wanted to see what his impact, him coming back, how that was going to impact Mikal Bridges in the starting 5, especially Mikal Bridges' aggressiveness, and it didn't necessarily impact him because Mikal Bridges still shot the ball well. He was 7-16 from the field, and I still thought he had good energy. But, you know, Hart does command a lot of usage in the lineup, along with JB and Cat. But I think it's necessary, man. Like, when you're putting 2 on the ball with Jalen Brunson, I like how you can run Hart, free throw line extended. Boom, now you got 4 on 5. Boom, he's kicking it to Mikal Bridges in the corner. And that's where Mikal Bridges is shining right now, the corner 3. You know what I mean? 4 on 3, rather. 4 on 3. He's got the 4 on 3 advantage. And now he has options. He can either attack the basket, or he's got OG on one wing, he's got Mikal Bridges on another wing. Or he's got Karl Anthony Towns somewhere. I like having Hart as that secondary playmaker. Do we need to run JB off ball? Some more off ball sets to get Brunson going? Because Brunson is such a good shooter off ball as well. I just like that versatility. I think the Minnesota game with Precious was a bit more recency bias than anything else. But Precious's role is still vital for this team. I don't necessarily think he's going to start because at the end of the day, he's not going to close the game. That's hard, man. Always has, and I think he always will. But, hey, anything is possible. All right, let's get to some more people on the chat. R.I.P. Ricky Henderson, man. That one, oh, man. I saw that news. I said, damn. We're losing all our legends, man. Legends of our time. You know, when I was a kid coming up, man, like Ricky Henderson, that was a name. He was a basketball god, man. Ricky Henderson, man. He was one of those baseball immortals. I think I said basketball. He was a baseball immortal. You know. But shout out to Ricky, man. Rest in peace to Ricky Henderson. Died of pneumonia, man. Yeah. Losing our legends. Speaking of legend, Pops the Legend on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Pops the Legend.
Hey, CP, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling great. I wasn't too well when I was driving and I was streaming the game. I was like, oh, God, it looks like this is going to be one of those games. But pleasant surprise, I have to say.
Yeah. Well, you were pleasant surprised to beat the Pelicans?
I got to tell you, because it's like sometimes the energy of the Knicks is just not there.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is, if it's lack of focus or which I don't think with coach that they will allow that, but they just don't seem like the same team. Like 1 minute you can watch this team, and this game is a perfect example. You watch them play, and it's like, okay, they just don't have it.
Yeah.
And then in the second half, it really took Brunson to bail out the team, to be honest.
Yeah.
They should have blown out this team.
I hear you. I definitely hear that. But, you know, at the same time, they were also playing a desperate team. And I think, you know, that matters. I think human nature plays a lot into it, where it's like, yo, like, you coming off of a high on the Minnesota win, and yes, you expect them to match that same intensity, but human nature, like, kind of lends itself for these guys to kind of take their foot off the gas a little bit until they get slapped in the mouth and they get shocked by a team on the other side that is dying for a win. And oh, by the way, they can match up well with their wing because they have a multitude of wings that they could throw at you. So it can be a challenge. But tale of two halves. Knicks woke up, started knocking down their shots, and Brunson led the way.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're talking about, you know, desperate team. I've been watching the Knicks since '93. Believe me, brother, I'm desperate. I need to see. We need to go through the Canyon of Heroes.
Yeah,
we need to celebrate and put some rings on these fellas, man, because this is the most exciting starting five. Even with the Ewing and the Starks and the Mason, the Charles Smith era, all the way up to now, I have not seen an offense that has the best potential as the offense that this team has right now.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Appreciate the call.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man. All right, Top Bunk Sports. You up next. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Top Bunk Sports.
How you doing, CP? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. How you feeling, man?
How you doing, man? For a long-time listener, first-time caller, man, I just wanted to come in here and show support. Shout out to the team. Shout out to KnicksFanTV. It was one of those games where if you see everybody's kind of talking about that, you're like, damn, we might lose a heartbreaker here just because, you know, the Pelicans have been struggling. But yeah, man, it took the energy of Jalen Brunson and kind of being not only the facilitator but being the ultimate scorer to kind of put the team on his back to you know, get us over that hump. I think everybody, again, I mentioned the fact that he has to score a lot to really kind of get us out there, but him being the facilitator, getting everybody, you know, open and getting them in their spots, I think that was important because if you saw when he was drawing double teams, you know, he was getting the ball out, and defenders had to go and move out of their spots. Yeah. And when defenders are moving out of their spots, you get guys open, and I think once that was happening and you were able to see the ball move a little bit better, guys were able to really, really get shots off better and really get a momentum in the second half. And I think once they were able to overcome that 14-point deficit, you know, they showed that it's not how you start, it's how you finish. You know, I really do commend them for really fighting in that second half, man. But that was one of the tough ones where you looked at it, you're like, oh, this might be one of those ones where you're going into that week and you're like, damn, we might lose that one. That's going to be a hard one to talk about because that's a Pelicans teams, man, that they're struggling. You just look by their record and they're losing. You know, they don't have none of their starters. They don't really have none of their stars like that. So it's a good way to fight, and it's a good way to go into the home, you know, to the home stretch, you know, going into Christmas weekend. And really get some energy because that January is going to be important. And then obviously going into the All-Star break, you'll really know where this team is going into when the playoffs start. So it's a tough win, but it just shows that, you know, the chemistry continues to build day in and day out, especially with Brunson and Cat. If Brunson's not taking over, Cat's definitely taking over. And if Cat doesn't have it, Brunson's got to do it and gets everybody else involved. So it's a good team win to bounce back up.
Yeah, there you go, man. Appreciate the call, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you, CP.
Top Bunk Sports on the Discord. All right, let's load some more people up. Let's get back to the phones, man. Let's get back to the phones before we wrap. 516, what's your name? Where you calling in from? Hello.
Hello?
Hello, 516. What's your name? Where you calling in from?
Yo, name is JD. What's going on?
How you feeling, man? What's good, man? How you feeling, man?
Yo, I'm good, man. It's not a bad win right here.
Yeah.
I feel like for what it's worth, this is a game where a lot of people are expecting it to be an up and down pause, like going on to some of the season games, like we'll win one and then we'll kind of lose one. I think the fact that we figured it out and got a win this time, it means that much of a difference. The wings are clicking finally. You got Mikal and OG starting to figure out what they need to do, how to get things together defensively and offensively. I'm really impressed with Mikal in his last couple of games. And, is it good to see Brunson back doing what he used to do?
Yeah.
What we do without this dude, man. But, that's pretty much what I got for tonight, man.
Yeah, man. Good points, man. Appreciate the call, man. JD on the phones. 954, what's your name? Where you calling in from?
Yo, what's up? Andy, I'm from Miami, Florida.
Miami.
MSG South.
Salute, man. Salute.
I was there when we played Miami and Cat dropped that 44 points on them. We ran them out the building.
There you go. There you go. Were you there when we came out there last year?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
But I was there for the last game, man.
Yeah, okay. All right, good.
But you get to watch this game, but I'm just very impressed with Mikal Bridges, how he's been playing this December. And I just hope he keeps it going. Not really worried about Brunson, not really worried about OG, anything. I just got to see how he fit in with the Knicks and everything. But I've been impressed this December. It's been really cool for him. He's shooting great, averaging like 22 points or whatever. So I hope he keeps the ball rolling because we got a weak schedule coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm just looking forward to that, and hopefully we could build that team chemistry even further because you already know it's going to be popping January, February. It's going to be crazy. So, that's all I got. First time caller. Been watching you guys for like 2 seasons. So that's it. Hope you guys have a great night, and that's it.
Appreciate it, man. Make sure you pull up on us when we hit that next Miami game for sure.
For sure. I'll be there. Have a great night, guys.
All right, man. Call back anytime. All right, we moving and grooving, man. I want to get to the trivia. TM, I don't know, man. That question is just kind of difficult, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if we want to throw that one out there. That one might be tough. All right, well, let me get to the next call. We'll go with that one. In Thibs We Trust on the Discord. Whoa. All right, I'm gonna let this guy. In Thibs We Trust. We gotta. I know you listening to the show. You got a lot going on. It's a lot of commotion. Had to put you on mute. Let's see if you're ready now.
I'm ready.
Here we go. All right, there we go.
All right, TP. Thank you for taking me on the call. Sure. If you on the YouTube, like, share, subscribe. You know the deal.
Absolutely.
Listen, man. I just got a couple of things. I heard some comments early on when the season started and everybody jumps on the coach. And I'm here for a purpose and a reason. You got to trust in Thibs. You got to let him be. All right? This team, you got to understand, it gets better each and every single time. We're used as fans. We saw last season what this team was capable of. But we walked into this season not really understanding that we had a brand new team that needs an opportunity to gel. Right? We jumped on the Mikal Bridges bandwagon, and then the minute this guy flopped out on the court, everyone was like, what a worst trade we ever had. Right?
Yeah.
So the one thing I will say is gotta have faith in Thibs. Give him a chance, right? If right now, if we take a look at our weakest standpoint as a team, we can't defend the 3-point shot when we have a high volume and high percentage 3-point shooting team. We have a very difficult time in those types of games, right? The second thing is we take a look at it and our defense is inconsistent across the board. But here's the thing. If there's any coach in the league that's going to fix it, it's going to be Thibs. So you have to expect moving forward, and as data has shown this over and over again, this team has gotten better under his coach and leadership. These guys haven't even hit a stride. If you take a look at some of the times when they're making these cuts and these passes, and they're missing the easy cut and the easy pass transition. That's just familiarity with playing with one another.
Yeah.
These guys haven't even hit their stride. Honestly, on some real CP, the NBA better be on the lookout. Because the Knicks are here. The Knicks are here. I'm just saying. I mean, the Cavs, I get it. They started off on a hot streak, but we out there in Cleveland snatching chains, bro.
Yeah.
This is where we at.
Yeah. We'll be
this
back
is where we at. The NBA is on the lookout. Watch out. We haven't even hit the stride.
Let's go, man. Well said, my man. In Thibs We Trust.
Appreciate you, brother.
And that's his Discord name. In Thibs We Trust.
We here.
Is the Discord name.
Best coach in 2.5 decades, CP. Be thankful for what we have, baby.
All right, man. Appreciate the call. I mean, look, he has a point, man. You know, we've seen it, especially in covering this team in the number of years that we have, where it's like Thibs always gets the last laugh, especially against the Thibs naysayers. Typically, will finish the season out well. Now, playoffs, playoffs is another story. I know last year everybody was tight about the rotations. You guys wanted to see, I don't know who you wanted to see come in and save the day. I thought they were dealing with bare bones. You still have the people say he runs people into the ground. I get all of that, but I think by and large, he's done a great job as Knicks coach. So we should be certainly thankful to have him. And he's right. This team does typically trend upward as the season progresses. And for the Knicks, this has to be on the defensive end. The defense has to come and play, man. The defense definitely has to show out. So, yeah, man. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CB the Fanchise on the solo dolo. All right, TM, go ahead and filter the chat. Let's get to this trivia, man. Let's get to this trivia. We're going to ask a question. You guys are going to have to deliver tonight, because it ain't a softball. It is not a softball question. And as I said, tonight's giveaway is going to be an autographed copy of Courtside, 40 years of NBA photography from famed NBA photographer and Knicks fan. And if you guys, we interviewed him on the show this year. So you guys can go back and listen to that interview. It's on the channel. It's in the archives. Nat Butler. Great photographer, man. So we're going to give away this autographed copy. Here we go. Here's our guy. I'm trying to find the Nick-related ones. Here we go. Nate the Great. Kryptonate. Nat Butler took these. There we go. Is this the Knicks section here? Oh, this is the All-Star section. You find some of the Knick ones. I don't want to give it all away. But this guy really, really did a great job. I really appreciated our interview as well. And he's a Knicks fan. He had a lot of good gems on 90s Knicks. Talked Ewing. He talked about Cat when he got here. He's not a casual by any stretch. And you know what? This picture right here is timely, because this is what the trivia is about. Carmelo Anthony. But it's not what you think, because here's the question. Are you ready? Name a TV show that Carmelo Anthony made a cameo in. TM said the trivias of the past have been too easy. I've been throwing softballs at you guys. So now we got the curveball. Now we going 12-6 on you. Name a TV show that Carmelo Anthony has cameoed in. Fanchise channel member that wins is going to get this book. It's a good book, man. It's a good book. This was my guy right here. Penny. That was my guy, man. I was thrilled when he came to the Knicks, even though he was watched at the time. When they announced that trade, and shout out to Steph, he's listening. I was equally as happy that we got Steph. I was equally as happy that we got Penny, even though he's watched. But that was my guy, man. But that was one of those trades you just knew where you were. I knew exactly where I was at when that trade went down. I was going crazy. When Steph came home, man, I was going crazy, man. All right, do we have answers? Let's see. Oh, man, okay. All right. Rambo says, la la, full court. All right, TM, who's the winner here? Who do we got? Wait for TM to announce. I see some answers in here. Junior says, I have no idea. Use your Googles, man. IMDb, man, very quick. Very quick, you know. We don't promote cheating here on this show. We don't promote open book tests here. But come on, man. You see it. You know which picture Nat took? The one right behind me. Right behind me. No, not this guy. Not this bum. Embiid. This guy. John Starks. Right behind me. The dunk. All right, so who won here, TM? Who won? Lash, I see you in the chat. Salute. Muhammad Mustafa. Muhammad gets it, man. Congratulations to our guy. Well deserved, man. He's an active Fanchise channel member. Congratulations. The answer is, well, there's a number of answers. Sons of Anarchy, Nurse Jackie, and La Playita. There you go, man. Good job by TM. Congratulations to all who played. And salute to Muhammad, man, for getting that. All right? All right, man. Good show, everybody. Good show, all the mods. Good show, all our producers. TM, Tyler, Gamba, Lash. Salute to everybody, man, for tapping in with us. Great show. Good win. Good post-game show. Tomorrow we'll be here for Knicks Weekly. I think I got my guy I Hate Sean coming through for Knicks Weekly. So we'll chop it up on all things orange and blue. And for me, 12 o'clock here on the East Coast. Yeah, man, I'm going to wind down, man. Pour me up another drink and chill out. I told y'all I was on dad mode today, man. These people had me out in Rockefeller Center in the belly of the beast. Tourist City. I say, y'all had the craziest day, man. You know, I had some friends coming into town. They came up from D.C., so, you know, they do a little annual trip to New York, so I always meet them in the city. But this time, you know, last year we met them at the telly, which was fine. This time, they're like, yo, we gonna be at Rockefeller Center. Bring little man. So I bring little man. Bro, walking through mobs of people in the belly of the beast. Yo, listen, man, I love New York. I'm a lifelong New Yorker, but I was losing my patience fast in that place. Fast. Saw the tree. Tree was nice. Looked up. Kept it moving. Made sure a little bit saw the tree. Took a nice picture. Boom. Out of there. But now it was cool, man. Took the kids to FAO Schwartz. And, you know, it's all about the kids, man. Holiday's all about the kids. You know, it's good to see them in their glory. It's their time now. So, this is my dad mode. Spoiling the hell out of my kids. Already sorted them out for Christmas and went to FAO Schwartz and spent more money. But, you know, it is what it is, man. It's all about them. But, man, city was mobbed, man. Absolutely mobbed. Ran into a KFTV fan in the midst of the mob. But, you know, that's what it is. We out there heavy, man. So, shout out to that dude, whoever you were. Good to see you. Jack from Westchester. Black Westchester. Salute, man. Welcome to the Fanchise channel members as well. Let me make sure I read all the super chats before I dip. Anyway. Suave, $5 super chat says, had a dream about Mitch. He got an offensive rebound and a monster slam. Help is on the way. Let's go. I'm with it, man. Jake Sharp, $8 Australian super chat. Salute to our family in Australia, man. Says, amazing how anyone on this squad can pop off on any night. We are building something special. Love from down under. Salute, man. Australia, New Zealand, all of our family down there. Salute to you guys. We appreciate the support. And we appreciate you guys rocking with us, man. Flow 174, appreciate that. Bob Hemond, welcome to the Fanchise channel memberships. Joseph Osorto, Fanchise channel member, says, let's go Knicks. Nice, greedy, and rough win. Thank you, CP, for this platform and podcast. Strong and helps me get through my day. Much appreciated. Hey, man, it's a labor of love. We love what we do here, and it's nothing, man. You know, we just tap in with the family, and we've been building a budding community behind this thing. So we appreciate you guys. We appreciate the fans for all the support, because we are nothing without our fans, man. We are nothing without the team that powers the machine. So I'm just a conductor, man. I just do what I do, man. Will be appreciated for sure. All right, there were some other super chats that came in from the from the Soda Show that I wanted to shout out as well. Let me make sure I get these. I'm watching. $5 Super Chat says for good vibes and finishing these bozos boys out the building in the fourth. Okay, that was during CK play-by-play. Salute to him. Let me go back. Okay. Suave from the Minnesota shows. He says, let's just reflect on the fact that not too long ago we were chatting about the potential of the likes of Alonzo Trier, Ron Baker, and Cle Anthony Early. We've come a long way. Definitely come a long way. Shout out to Vandal on the boards. He says, I bartend at a beer garden in D.C. and it's a Michigan bar, but everyone knows when it comes to the NBA, we're a Knicks bar if I'm behind the sticks. Okay. All right. Well, shout out to the beer garden, wherever you at, man. Blade Pinderhugh says it's officially CFTV Car Fan TV. Yeah, we were going in on the cars, man. We definitely going in on the cars. Definitely. All right, I think I got everything from the Soda Show. Yeah, the car convo was lit. Well, you know what it is? It's like we know our audience. Like if we study the analytics, we know the predominant age range of our audience, and we know that predominantly they are from New York. So we know that culturally, a lot of you could relate to the conversation. Because especially New York, with those people in our age range, those are the cars that we had. It was the Hondas, the Toyotas, the Lex, the BMs, the Benzes and whatnot. So you can kind of understand what your audience is into. So it makes for good conversation, good side conversations as well. But anyway, great show, everybody. Remember that the show's available in audio podcast format. No reason to miss it, man. We are available on all major podcast platforms. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We are on the road to 100,000 subscribers, man. We are closing in on it. I'm trying to hit that before this season is over with. I'm trying to get there. It's an aggressive goal, but I believe that we can get there. But I need your help, man. So every time you guys come in here, like, share, subscribe, share this. Drop this in your group chat. Share this on Twitter. Give us a retweet if you see us on Twitter. Tag us on your Instagrams. When you go to the games, tag us with the content. When you're at Behind the Bench with your footage, tag us on there. Share it with a friend. Send somebody an email in the group chat. Goes a long way, man. Number one show for the fans by the fans. We appreciate your support. Shout out to the Replay Gang. CP the Fanchise. I'm out of here. Peace.